Thank you, Devin. Glad you could join us on the couch this morning. We're joined now by Tom Barnett, artist in the Rhinelander and Northwoods area, and now coordinator for the Rhinelander Chalkfest. Thanks for joining us.
He is the GOAT.
The co-coordinator.
Co-coordinator,
Yes.
one of three.
Yes.
So I remember.
Yes.
I don't know. I would say he's just the GOAT.
Thanks, Devin. I appreciate that.
Yes, Devin is always excited when Tom can join the couch. Unfortunately, I've had to separate the two of them this morning.
How dare you, mister?
Absolutely. But we're excited to talk about Chalkfest. It's well upcoming. It's on September 13th this year.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's always nice to get out there and sort of beautify the city, you know, take some sidewalks. And, you know, it's really neat to see what the artists can make happen with this.
Oh, it's amazing, right? I've seen the event in the past, and there is some amazing artists out there. Either you don't need just, you know, I've seen the artists in your studio, and it's just amazing. Whether it's just, what is it? It's oil, acrylic paint. What is it?
Acrylic, oils, and all that.
And you know, it's amazing what they do when it comes to chalk on a sidewalk too. It's just the detail is just amazing. Just hours. I know when I was a kid, I just spent a few minutes and for mine, it just looks terrible, but it just spends hours in it, and it's a contest, right?
It is.
Yeah, so walk us through this year. What's this year's Chalkfest shaping up to be?
So this year's Chalkfest is shaping up to be a traditional Chalkfest like we've had in years past, but we're looking to amp it up. So one of the reasons that I jumped on board to be co-coordinator, well, one, I was asked by Amber Whitaker.
That always helps.
Yeah. But they, you know, they wanted some fresh ideas and how to make it bigger and better, and they thought that I might be able to help. So I graciously jumped on board and said, let's do this. And as you guys know me from the fair and all that kind of stuff, I don't do anything small. So I'm looking to make it a much bigger event than it has been in years past with Amber's help. And yeah, we're looking to bring in a couple of food vendors this year. We're looking at the grand scheme of it is to build it into an art event, where eventually we're going to have vendors just lining the streets, but all the vendors will be artists that will actually work on their art during the event so that people can actually see the process.
Oh, yes. I do enjoy watching them, you know, as they go through it and make it. It's always an enjoyable time. And so it's going to be on September 13th. Is it going to be a single day event or multi-day event?
Single day event this year.
Okay.
And September 13th, like you said. And if you go to the downtownrhinelander.com, you'll find the tab with the events and stuff, and it'll have Chalkfest on there, and you can already get signed up on Eventbrite. So if you're gonna do this, come on down. We'd love to have you.
Now, I imagine you have to reserve a certain spot on the sidewalks. How much space are these artists getting?
So if you go downtown in Rhinelander, I would say, I never measured the square yet, so I'm just starting here.
Okay, you're eyeballing it for us.
Work here. All right.
Should have brought a tape measure with you.
I should have. But it's your typical square block of concrete that are on the sidewalks of downtown Rhinelander.
Okay, so you have this block to sort of, you know, create your vision here.
Right.
Interesting. So hopefully it doesn't rain.
Yeah.
That'd be a bad day for chalk, because it does wash away occasionally. Eventually.
Occasionally.
But it is exciting. So what does the contest sort of look like? So how do you determine who the winner is?
So we're going to have 3 judges, two celebrity judges. We're hoping to get a couple, maybe you guys coming down there to judge.
Devin's got an eye for art.
I know he does. And we have 3 brackets for each age group, and you have your A and B brackets, and all that information is detailed out on the website and everything on what bracket you would qualify for and where you'd be and how to get your square.
I mean, Carrie did have me judge that Hodak calling contest not too long ago.
Devin's a seasoned judger.
Yes.
Yeah, and not to mention the maple syrup contest and Phelps, I believe it was Phelps. Yeah, the Phelps.
Food judging is his thing.
Food judging, he's there.
Yeah.
He's ready for it.
But he can't eat the chalk, Devin, so.
It's not advised.
I would hope not. That would probably send me to the ER.
Maybe.
But no, that is exciting. So what... is there any sort of parameters on what you can or cannot draw during this festival?
Obviously, this is a family event, but we're not also one to quash art, as long as it's not lewd. I
Can
would
we
say
draw your
it's
hat?
good. Sure, you can draw my hat. Absolutely. I love my hat.
So it's not going to be like we're not trying to make it a haunted house, scary sort of graphic.
Oh, you can do horror themes and all that. Yeah, it don't matter as long, like I said, as long as it's not lewd and it's going to be offensive to a bunch of people. Then
what sort of materials can we bring in for it? Like,
so you can buy the chalk that you're going to use, or you can bring your own. And the chalk that's supplied is a very professional grade chalk, to where you can actually use water to blend and all that kind of good stuff. So yeah, there's a lot of techniques that you can learn when you're talking, and there's a lot of techniques that the professionals use. You can find a lot of them on YouTube. But what we're gonna do is have our other co-coordinator, Grace Bauman, she's going to actually be putting out videos on the Rhinelander Chalk Facebook page on different techniques that you can use to show, because she's a chalker.
That'll be helpful.
She is so skilled. I have seen her artistic skills both digitally and even on the
canvas.
On the canvas. Oh my goodness,
She's pretty amazing.
It's amazing.
Well, that'll be something to look for, certainly, to get these sort of tutorials ahead of time and keep our eyes peeled for. So once again, where do we go and how do we get involved?
So go on down to downtownrhinelander.com and look for the events page and look for the Chalkfest, and all the information is there. The Eventbrite link is there. You'll find all the information you need right there.
Well, fantastic. Thanks for coming on in this morning. And Devin, you wanted to say something?
Yeah, you could draw your seasoned coffee mug, Michael.
I mean, honestly, drawing one coffee mug, that is probably about the maximum level of my skill set.
And you gotta make sure.
I don't think anything else is going to be on that square.
You gotta make sure it's seasoned too. It's your seasoned coffee mug.
Well, there you go. I can just blend it with my fingers a bit, throw some water on there, or some like dirty water perhaps. But thanks for coming on in and getting us chatting about this. I'll be keeping my eyes peeled for the tutorials as we go through.
We just wanted to kind of introduce myself as one of the new coordinators and get the information out there so we can start getting people excited about it.
That's exciting, and even though it's months early yet, get excited. Start talking about it now. PR, that's your department right there.
There we go. Well, thanks again. We look forward to seeing you throughout the summer, but we're going to be right back after this commercial break.